regarding the tutor and class of material design for virtual environments. My name is AlfonsoRojas. Today we are introducing a presentation the practice and production stage of class. In the present work, we will discover the stage and the important step for the development of a class or our daily curriculum in the teaching process, where we recognize that we will giving a class is important to carry, organize and fluid sequence that contains and connects the contents of the subject and its components to go through the stage and phases where the objectives are described and the tutor follow the times and each stage and not delay the other topics. It's also important to remember that when presenting the problem with some stage or fully or not fully understand the issues of the phases in which we work to return to the previous phase to clearly explain the issues and focus on where they are and when are the errors occurs and continue with the design sequence. Well, in introduction in this we have recognized three important phases of the 3P or PP triangle in which they are described below. Where we have presentation have sounds, pronunciation, form. In the second stage we have practice, its component is control, practice, focus, accuracy, nice class, attention, interaction with entertainment media, and finally we have production phases. We have targets of language to learn, understand, interaction with ability, and free practice. Well, in the presentation, it's important to introduce the student in a communicate environment where, right through the needs, communicate with other students. They learn and develop the linguistic structure in social environment, feeling the need to communicate their needs and opinion with other people in the classroom, with the teacher, with the neighborhood, and with the friends, and guide them for the tutor. Teacher recognize that each strategy or style learning must take into account the visual, auditory, cognitive, and psychomotor. Is student familiar with the best learning style or the best learning virtual tool? Well, we have eyes for the presentation, or eyes in presentation material, eyes. Teacher can use the audiovisual media and technological tool to make the presentation of class like visual, auditory, cognitive. We have a video like YouTube, we have a film, we have movie, that allow the student to obtain the more didactic and effective learning. In this way, increase the level of participation, exploration, curiosity, and creativity. Where we have a communication through Skype, tutoring through website. In the next stage, we have production. A student needs to communicate with their friend and teacher and neighborhood to achieve the spread their ideas and concern with people around them and use the topics in learning. Teacher diagnostic and measure the vastness and feature present by each student and applies active methodology for constructive approach in order to create a linguistic cognitive and structure. In production, the teacher can use Prezi, images, slides, with presentation, chat, Poundtown, wikis, and YouTube. For each component is a new vocabulary, pronunciation, simple conversation, and sentences, and the teacher's topics, daily routine, and make sentences according to the needs and interactive way where the student participate. In practice, the final step phases we have, it's also important to recognize that each student have a strategy and a style of learning, must take into account the visual, auditory, and cognitive psychomotor aids. Each student is familiar in the best learning style. Well, in the final practice, teacher can help a student through the virtual tool and give some important words and sentences, conform and video, and they can hear the learn good pronunciation where develop the better language skill and listening, reading, and speaking, repeating the words. This method looks kind an immersion program where the student interact with the other people. Well, we have practice objectives and we have the summary of this important process. Well, teacher, is all for today. They are climate.